What's up YouTube? This is LDS Reliance. Today we're going to do another product review video. This one is a solar powered power bank. So most of you probably have the little power banks that you can charge up and then provide kind of mobile power to your cell phone or other mobile devices. This one actually combines that type of technology with a small solar panel. It's $19.99 is the full price on Amazon. I actually got this on a deal on Prime Day, so it was cheaper for me, and I did pay for this, so this is not a free product that I was sent, in case that matters. But anyway, I'm not familiar with this brand. This is the first time I've heard of it. I'm sure it's a Chinese brand. But anyways, 5,000 milliamp hour power bank, so that should charge most any tablet or cell phone at least once. And the specs on it, the solar panel is a 1.2 watt solar panel, so it will take a little while for this to fully charge in the sunlight, because the panel is pretty small, but it is kind of water resistant. I wouldn't say waterproof. You can't dunk this thing in a pool or something, but if it got wet in the rain or something, it probably would not kill it. And it is shock resistant as well, so if you drop it, it's supposed to handle that pretty well. And it does have fast charging capabilities according to the manufacturer, so we're going to test that. In other words, it can provide 2.1 amps of power to fast charge, quick charge a smartphone. It's the battery technology is lithium polymer, or lipolymer. So what that means is that it is a safer technology, that if this thing were to be punctured or overcharged or something like that, it's not going to explode and cause a fire. So that's kind of a nice feature. Okay, so strangely this light was already on when I opened it, so I guess it wasn't turned off from the factory, but it does have 3 bars, so it didn't fully discharge. If you hit the button twice, it does have a flashlight, as you can see there, which is kind of nice. And you can see the solar panel surface there. This case is kind of a rubberized, kind of a like you would get on a OtterBox case or something like that for your cell phone. It's kind of shock proof. Although for $19.99, definitely I wouldn't expect kind of OtterBox or LifeProof style protection. The USB port is right here. And definitely, if this is going to repel water, you're going to want that little flap to be closed. And there's another USB on this side. And then these 2 USB sides right here would be where you would plug your phone in to charge it. So you could use this as a normal power bank and charge it with a wall wart and plug in your USB cable there and charge the thing. You wouldn't have to use the solar, but definitely the solar is the nice part of why you would even be buying this in the first place. It also does come with a USB cord, which is nice. It's not very long, but it does come with one, and it does come with a carabiner, so that you can clip onto this and clip onto your deck railing or a hook or something to kind of hold it, a tent, a grommet on your tent, or a backpacking, a loop on your backpack if you're going hiking, whatever. It comes with a carabiner, so that's nice. And then instruction booklet, which we won't go over. But okay, one quick note before we go on. The green light that I was telling you was on when I opened this up, that means that the panel is working. The panel is charging the battery. And so you can see, if I kind of shade the panel here, the light goes off. So it actually, my first impression obviously was, oh, it's an on light, But no, it is that light means that the solar panel is charging the battery. So just FYI before we move on. Okay, so we're out in the sunlight. I've got this angled toward the sun. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so we had to angle it a little bit to get direct sunlight. And as you can see, or maybe can't see, the green light is on, so we are getting some charge. Now I've got this plugged into my Note 5 cell phone, and you'll notice that the charging light is not on. So what you have to do to get this to charge is push the power button up here, and that will light up the two little blue bars there, indicating that there's power. And then now you will see that the charge light is on, and so it is fast charging. So we'll go ahead and double check on that to make sure it's fast charging and not slow charging, and then we'll see, that was pretty fast. That was definitely not slow charging. It moved up 1% in a matter of 15 or 20 seconds there. So that's good, because I have tested some of these things that provide 2 amps but not 2.1 amps, and so it doesn't quite fast charge. And then if you want to turn off the charging, you just hold down the power button for a few seconds and the blue lights will go off. Okay, so final conclusions. I think this is a quality piece. It feels sturdy. It's got some heft to it. It can fast charge like it says it can. It's a great deal for $20. As for the calculations, it is a 5 amp hour capacity on the battery system, and so the equation is the amp hours times you want to do about 15% over capacity, so 1.15, and then divided by the watts divided, or, you want to calculate for amps, so watts divided by volts. Now I'm assuming this is a 6-volt panel. It makes sense because you need slightly higher than 5 volts to power USB devices. So it's a pretty safe bet that this is a 6-volt panel and a 6-volt battery pack, and it's not going to make a huge difference on the numbers if it's something else. But anyway, so assuming that's the case, then you got 1.2 watts on the panel divided by 6 volts, you get 0.2 amps is how much this little panel can produce. Now keep in mind that's lab conditions. That's the absolute most it could ever produce in a perfect world. And then so 5.75 divided by 0.2 equals 28.75 hours to fully charge from completely dead battery to completely full battery. Now that's lab conditions, perfect world. So more likely it's going to take 2 or 3 days, depending upon certain other environmental factors, for this thing to fully charge. That may seem like it's a bad thing, but keep in mind you can just put this on the dash of your car. You can, like I said, clip it to your tent and walk away from it all day while you're hanging out camping or hiking or whatever. And this thing will, it'll just charge by itself, and it doesn't need, as you can see, it doesn't need a whole lot of ambient light to be able to charge. I mean, I'm in my shed here with indirect light, and it's charging like right now with the sun behind a cloud, and inside my shed it's charging. Now it's obviously not producing anywhere near its full amps, but the point being that this thing will probably stay fairly well topped off as long as it can get even indirect sunlight for extended periods of time. You'll be good to go. So I like this. I give this definitely a thumbs up, and I have no regrets about buying it. I think I paid about 15 bucks for it, so it's still worth $20. I would recommend you guys take a look at it, and I'll put a link in the video description. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you to my viewers and subscribers for your support. If you liked what you've watched, please consider donating to my Patreon campaign at www.patreon.com/LDSReliance. All donations will be used to help create bigger, better videos for your viewing pleasure.